Hold on 1 second, y'all. Good afternoon, everybody. In case you didn't see us as we popped in the beginning, it is the talent triumvirate of the Main Event Network. It's the mixer time. We are doing Evolution 2, and with me, my co-host for the evening, the lovely and talented Tino from Tino's Time, and from the Blog World Order, the Great Brown Hope. Gentlemen, welcome to a Main Event Mixer on the eve of Evolution 2.
On the eve of, it's the day of.
Day of, eve of, whatever. Yeah. I can't even, the days are they're just molding together. So much wrestling on the last 2 days. I don't even know how we're not tired of it yet.
Yeah. The fact that I know we're not going to talk about it, the fact that AEW All In went through Great American Bash and halfway through Saturday night's main event is ridiculous. I had to take a 30-minute break. I'm like, guys, I need a break, and it was funny. By the time I got back for Saturday night's main event, they were still having Okada and Omega was still on.
So we know it's bad when Tino has to take a powder for a second.
I mean, like they do get those fight forever chants a lot. So
they are going to fight. I think AEW may do a fight forever.
But they're like, oh, this is taking too long.
You know how we did like a 24-hour stream? I wouldn't be surprised AEW just does like a 3-day pay-per-view. It just goes on. They just put every single one of the shows they have.
Some good ideas.
That would be horrible. It would be absolutely horrible.
They have the roster for it. Why not?
You know what? You're not wrong, but it just becomes a grind. Like you want to watch all that stuff, but eventually you're like, come on, man. Like have something mean something, and let's set the next match out for like another month. We'll be okay. Exactly. But let's get us. We're here to do one thing only. We're here to talk about Evolution 2, which on the heels of Great American Bash, Saturday night's main event, WWE has counter-programmed AEW to death. And now we have Evolution. So as you're watching today on the Main Event Mixer, as the boss man would tell me to do, don't forget to like and subscribe for more main event content. We're on the road to 200 followers. So please tell your friends, follow, help us out. Follow us at the main event _net. For more main event moves, as we say, and for the sponsor, our shout out to Gorilla Press Apparel. At Gorilla Press, Will is the man. He puts together some great stuff and lots of merch, and we're redoing the merch stores and all sorts of crap. So make sure you follow us and follow along there. So, fellas, I don't have the graphic for the first match, but we're going to discuss this one and lead off strong with that Battle Royal, which feels like a filler, and like we got to throw as many women as we can on this show, which is unfortunate. It felt like a rush job. So
it was a rush job.
Yeah, GBH, I'm gonna let you start off. Let's do your general opinions on Evolution 2 first, like what you think leading up to it, and then the Battle Royal.
Well, it was something people wanted for a long time, and they talked about it, they clamored for it, and they said it was gonna happen. And when this was not even a year after the first one happened, they said another one was coming. And it just never happened. And then eventually it happened. They're like, okay, fine, we're gonna appease to your wishes, And they just rushed it. They're like, okay, fine, we're gonna do it in 2 months. They were like, what the shit?
We're not gonna give you any hype. We're not gonna make you feel good about it. It's not like the first one was very feel good. Like, oh my god, we're getting an all women's pay-per-view. And I think one of the things that concerns me is that there are so many good women that an all women's pay-per-view should never be like an anomaly. You know what I mean?
It's like they feel annoyed. They're like, oh, you wanted women's tag titles. We gave them to you, and you guys shit on that. You guys wanted women's mid-card titles. We gave you guys that, and you shit on that.
Right.
And now they're like, oh, so you want Evolution, but you want it to be perfect. Like, yeah, I mean, that's the point of Evolution. It's supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be built on. It's supposed to have a purpose. And it just feels like a glorified house show, to be honest, the way they just rushed it. Like, oh, hey, FYI, we're going to be here, and we're going to call it Evolution.
You're not wrong.
It's not fair to them. It's not fair to the women that feel that there should be an Evolution too.
This should be where they blow off. They should do one of these every year, and this should be where all those major titles are have blow off feuds, big, like almost like a female WrestleMania. But give this the shot to be where everyone is going to do these massive blow offs, like that means something. Build
get rid of Hell in a Cell. Hell pay-per-view, get rid of it.
You don't need a pay-per-view with one match. Like, get rid of Hell in a Cell. Get rid of you don't need you didn't need Great American Bash. You could have just done that Evolution and just forget about Great American Bash. In case you guys didn't see it, they were filming it from that, what is it? It's the stage, whatever it's called in Atlanta.
Yeah.
The camera was like on top of the ring. It was just a very uncomfortable camera angle. I wasn't happy with how that was. You didn't need it. Just do this. So you wasted your ticket money in Atlanta on Great American Bash when you could have had Evolution tickets, which could have been the better show.
And there was a AAA pay-per-view too.
Oh shit! There was so much wrestling going on. I have no idea how we all kept up with everything.
This is just WWE. You know what I mean? It was a AAA show, an NXT show, and a main roster show. That's 3 shows.
There's my co-host, by the way, Charlie Butters, chiming in. And you know what? You're not wrong. I know that you love your AEW. He was there. He was at All In. He got himself a trading card. Of course,
live is something different, man. That feeling.
Well, I mean,
look at this hater. He's a hater.
Great American Bash and Saturday Night's Main Event weren't going to compete with All In, obviously. I mean, All In has its shine.
Yeah.
All In has a purpose. It has its fan base. You know, we're not saying anything bad about AEW. All I'm saying is that WWE threw 3 shows at people yesterday, trying to detract viewers from All In. So,
and SmackDown on Friday night.
And
SmackDown, Great American Bash, Saturday Night's Main Event, Evolution. You have 4 shows they're throwing at you to combat AEW, which was an amazing show. In case, by the way, I know we're not talking about AEW. Go on Barstool Sports Twitter. They posted a picture, a video of Hangman hitting Mox with the fork. You know, when he busts him, and it says, "If wrestling isn't real, show me this." The idiots who replied to the tweets is worth the price of admission. They put in it's an ink pen, and when it hits his head, it bleeds, and it's not real, and it's gimmicked. It's the best.
God.
People are idiots, and I love that. So anyway,
people don't know where Moxley comes from.
Yeah, I mean, how
stupid? Come on, that guy's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
he's insane.
He's nuts.
He was inspired by Tim Vicious. John Moxley saw a Tim Vicious match and said, "That's who I want to fucking
That's
beat."
What I want. Yeah.
He can bleed more than Tim.
Tito, your thoughts on the build here?
I mean, as you guys know, we were talking about the 24-hour. I went back and watched the first one on the 24-hour main event mixture, and that's the biggest thing about or main event mixture, the main event 24-hour live stream. Whatever. Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing is rewatching the first one and realizing how much they put into it, how many women they actually had. They had a little bit of everything from Trish and Lita. We had girls that we see now that are in. I think Bianca was actually in the Battle Royal at the first Evolution, if I'm not mistaken. So it's crazy to see, and the fact it took this long is kind of crazy to me. And it just, I think especially with how much women they do have, there, as you said, there could have been they could have had Fatal Influence in something to do with Evolution, and like you said, not have Great American Bash. So I think there's just a lot of things that they're trying to do, but I would have rather watched a longer Evolution pay-per-view with more women than watch. Whatever.
Great American Bash was terrible. I'm going to be honest. As an NXT guy who watches a lot of NXT, it was absolutely terrible as far as what they were. I don't know what they were trying to get across or where they were going with it. But the match with we'll deal with that another day. But honestly, I think tonight the Battle Royal holds no meaning. Unfortunately, somebody
even give it a trophy.
I don't know who's even in it. Some random. I would be willing to gather.
Do you want me to tell you the participants for you?
Sure. Yeah, lay it out for us.
Run that shit.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, we have 6 NXT women, which I think that's the biggest thing too. Is I feel like we could have added a lot more NXT women. Yeah. And me and Marcus from the World Elite Podcast were going over it yesterday. There is 20 women, so it's that's the thing too, where it's I don't know if they're gonna have any, but we have Stephanie Valkyrie, Ivy Nile, Nia Jax, Nikki Bella, Natalia, Maxine, Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Lash Legend, Izzy Dane, Tatum Paxley, Zelina Vega, Julia, Candice LeRae, B-Fab, Meacham, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire.
All right, I got it already. Final 3, Julia, Nikki Bella, and Stephanie Vacquer. And Stephanie Vacquer goes over by throwing Nikki Bella out to end it. That'll be my one. That's my one lock. You can lock it.
You can lock.
If you had a DraftKings, lock it up.
So Nikki Bella could say that she put over
That's right.
Stephanie Vacquer.
It's the only reason. That's 100% why. That's what it is.
Well, I think that's the thing too. Is like with the
man.
there's obviously Liv Morgan was most likely going to take on Nikki Bella, so that probably is something. Or we're going to see the Bella twins and Raquel and Liv, and obviously that had something changed and everything. And I don't know if you guys saw. Did you see they actually invited a bunch of people to come, and they invited them to actually sit in the crowd, and some of them don't. Like Kelly doesn't want to come because she wants to actually be a part of it and not sit in the crowd. So like that's the
as she should be. She should be in it.
That's the thing. Is like we have this battle royal, and it's like there's not a specific amount of participants, but
anybody can be in it. Just throw them in the ring.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the fact we have 20 people. If I'm them, are they just gonna have like a couple surprises?
Yes.
Some couple this and that, and make it 30 people? And that's
I have Maria Menounos show up. You guys remember?
I love Marina Menounos. Every time I go to the movies and I see her doing Nuvi, it makes me really happy. I love Maria.
I loved her in WWE, and you
remember the WrestleMania match she had where she went. I forgot who she went against, and she was wearing white pants, and all the makeup smeared all over her.
I
was like, that
was classic.
You know, and that's the thing too. Like
with running around with a big old body.
Yes, right at her butt. Such children.
I'm looking at her pants.
Right, we're such children.
You know, and that's the thing too with like tonight too. I think to give a spotlight to other people, maybe we see like the all women like ring announcers. We see like the backstage personnel. Like bring like Kelly from NXT.
You know, they could have used Renee Paquette to call this. We don't need men calling it either. There's plenty of women who could do this.
Thing is, you know, I was talking about it yesterday. I know like Beth Phoenix isn't kind of like whatever, but I mean, like she could be somebody like if she, I don't know. If AEW.
Yeah, I would have had Lita and Beth Phoenix be the commentators.
Well, that's the thing. We haven't seen Lita. Experience. You cannot have Evolution. If Lita does not show up tonight, I'm gonna throw something at the TV.
Because Lita was
you can't have the show with one half a team, but even if she's in Trisha's corner or something, I feel like, but I'd rather see her, you know, in this battle royal.
You know what? That's the problem. Now we keep coming up against it. They should have had announcers. They should have had everything. Should have been all women. Showcase everything that's good about what they have, and yet it feels like a rush job. But you know, I don't want to dwell on the negative because let's get to this match because I'm actually really looking forward to this.
Yeah, wait.
Well, give me your picks. All right, give me your picks. Sorry.
What are you doing? Does Kyle have a gun to your head and he's telling you like next match?
No, I didn't mean to. No, give me your picks.
Kyle's not here. He's right behind the background, right? He's in the gorilla right here.
He's not behind the glass this time. I know he isn't.
Yes, he is.
It's just me. That's the problem. I have my pacings all off.
People here. So he's watching us.
So
all right.
I'm going to be bold.
Real quick.
She was just on Chris Van Vliet's podcast and said she wants to come back. So I'm going to say Paige comes back and win, just to be bold out there for it. You know, let's just see.
Paige, I don't know. I don't know if she even has the kind of credibility that could win this.
I like being bold every once in a while, so I'm just going to go.
Not bad.
Yeah. But yeah, Stephanie is like, I feel like the obvious choice.
Mm-hmm. GBH.
I mentioned it on a WrestleHolics pod that Natalya should win it. She should have been booked for you know, not like the biggest match, but she should have been booked for a high profile match for this event.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Even if it would have been her and Maxine, I guess that would have counted for something. But she should have been in a high profile angle for this. She's probably on the active roster now, the longest competing, right? There's nobody who's competed longer than she has on the active roster now. So you got to give credit to that. You got to highlight things like that in Evolution, and she's got to get that
very
win.
much. Yep, I like that very much.
I'm gonna
go for Natty.
We have 4 tag titles, like the Fatal 4-Way. You could have had a ladder match and had it kind of like the WrestleMania one, where you know you put the titles and.
I would have gone crazy. Put 8 fucking teams in there.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
It's like Battle Royal. Let's do an 8-team ladder match.
That's right. Yep. Do it. Who cares? Do as many as you need. Get out there, showcase the talent.
Get them all out there, because the Battle Royal is going to be a waste. They don't get individual entrances probably. They're all going to come out to the
generic music. Oh no!
We'll get like
whatever the Evolution music is. What did you say, Tino?
We're probably going to get a couple surprises and a couple legends that will get their entrances, like Alita or like
Wendy Richter,
Burns, or something like that.
Wendy Richter.
They'll do it just to stick it to Tony Storm. They'll put Wendy Richter into the Battle Royal.
That's rich.
Anyway, all right. Now we can get to the match. Now let's go to the match I want to talk about. Jade and Naomi, no holds barred. There is so much anger and aggression, and this is how you build. Yeah, this is how you build a match. These two have been going at it for like a year. This is how you build it. This is the one that should be on this card. Yeah, This should be on this card. This is exactly what this card should be about. Blowing off final matches, big matches, no holds barred. Remember Jade with Shaq and everybody? I have no issues with Jade doing a no holds barred match. Do it. Get each other bloody. Do it.
Yeah,
they won't get bloody, but I say do it.
Maybe they'll use a knife. And great
man, Moolah's dead, by the way.
I hate to ruin one thing for Saturday night's main event.
Let the necromancer cook.
Wait, what'd you say?
Sorry, go ahead, Tito. My bad.
Go ahead, Tito.
I said I hate to ruin one thing from Saturday night's main event, but we saw Bianca Belair return, and she's now the special guest referee for this match also.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Just in case, just before we forget, I just want to.
I don't know why you need a referee if it's no holds barred. You don't need a ref.
Turning heel.
That's actually awesome.
That's a fight to the death.
You know, so. But yeah, I just want to mention.
I just don't know if he's a referee just because it's no holds barred. You only need somebody out there in a tie to count. That's it.
Then, I don't know why you need no holds barred. They could have just made this like a put your opponent through a car windshield match.
No DQ. It's fine. Yeah. I think I hate the term no holds barred. No holds barred would be like if they were both shoot fighters and they couldn't choke each other, right? That's a no holds barred. You'd be like, okay, now you can choke each other. No holds barred for just wrestlers is nothing.
The best example of a no holds barred match would be Triple H versus Vince McMahon at Armageddon. That was a no holds barred match.
Yeah. But they're all that way. If you said to some like no holds barred would be like in ECW.
It set the tone. It set the tone for everything because he had to beat up his boss and his father-in-law.
But like in ECW, remember when they were like 911 can't use choke slams, right? He couldn't use choke slams. The way he got around that when they finally gave him a blow off was a no holds barred match because then he could use his choke slam, right? Neither one of these ladies have a move that they can't use. So no holds barred is silly. Call it no DQ. Call it a like do a Texas death match style thing. But no holds barred is a silly term. I hate it in wrestling if it's not guys who are being banned from using their holds the whole time.
Yeah.
Like when they were like Randy Orton can't use the punt, right? But now you can use it because it's no holds barred. There's your angle right there, right? It's not like Naomi. They're like you can't use the drive-by or whatever she calls that with her butt. You know, like. It's you can use anything you want anyway. It's not illegal. So no holds barred silly. But I give this one, you're right. I think Bianca turns heel and they both beat up Jade and they move on and Jade is left lying. Tino?
I mean, I think that Jade Cargill is going to win this match, and I think it's going to be very interesting, very good match. And this is the one match that I'm really excited for because this is one match they actually have been building, like the triple threat that we'll talk about later. And it just, these two have continued to go out there. And I just feel like even last night, like and them having that little interaction, at least like they're trying to continue to do something to whatever. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you with this. And I even hate it. Like even in like 2K, it's like we have like two different things. Like you could like combine like no holds barred and whatever.
No holds balled, indeed. That's where I'm going.
But I'm the balls.
I'm going to take Jade to win this match because I think that they're going to want to do and have Jade at SummerSlam in a high-profile match. It's SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam. Yep.
So I think that it's just going to continue the momentum for her and go. And I think it honestly too. And as much as I want this rivalry to end, we could very well see Naomi try to cash in also at SummerSlam if Jade does get the win, because then Naomi's like, you beat me at Evolution, now I'm going to try to cost you or take your title at SummerSlam. So
yeah,
that's what I could see happening with that.
GBH, your pick?
I'm going to go with Naomi on this one. I telegraph the return of Tamina, and she gets in Naomi's corner, and they beat the shit out of Jade Cargill.
There's just so many Samoans coming back. They're all coming.
And it's evolution. It's evolution. And Tamina is just like Natalia. She's been around for a long, long, long time.
She's still on the roster, they said. They said she's still being paid. Roster. Yeah.
And she debuted with the Usos. They did their dirt in FCW. They came up together. And Tamina has always put over talent. And she got that rub that she really deserved when she got to carry the tag titles after WrestleMania.
Yep.
That was a nice thank you. But I think it's a nice little comeback run where she doesn't really have to wrestle and just be the badass that takes care of Naomi, because Naomi she's carrying the briefcase. They've got to take it seriously. Jade Cargill might be queen of the ring, but she's still getting her title shot regardless.
I forgot she won the queen of the ring. See, another thing they messed up here. I totally forgot that. Okay.
And there's no Mae Young Classic. which was also a part of Evolution 1. The finals,
that's right.
I think
The
it was,
finals.
right? Yeah, the finals.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane for the NXT Women's Championship. Oh, no, not for the NXT Women's Championship. That's a year later. It was, for the Mae Young Classic finals.
Yeah, I missed that too. That was one of the coolest. When they did the Cruiserweight and the Mae Youngs, those were two of the coolest tournaments WWE actually had ever did. And boy, did they screw it up.
Yeah, that could have been a yearly thing for a long time. Especially the Cruiserweight Classic. That was a lot of fun.
You could have put every indie guy in the Cruiserweight every year and had new guys to sign right out the bat.
They wouldn't have needed a Cruiserweight Championship, just like a Cruiserweight trophy where every year they add a new name to it. Something. Like you get to carry around the trophy, you get to be on NXT. I mean, they got all the extra guys, but they all ended up on NXT anyway. 205 Live was completely pointless. They could have just done it wasn't pointless, so to speak, but they could have just sent those guys to NXT anyway. They've been a part of the roster, so. And then they could have done it every single year. New Cruiserweights every year competing, and a new guy, new people getting signed and stuff like that, recruited. And now we have Evolve and LFG. So
I'm not watching LFG.
Oh, no, I'm not either. But I mean, they'll find space for these people. You know what I mean?
What, Tito?
They'll make it work.
I said you don't like LFG?
No, I don't need any more reality shows. I don't need reality shows. I'm good.
I'm a reality show junkie. I take it all day, every day. That's it.
Reality sucks. I want stuff to take me away.
Reality is for people who can't face drugs.
You guys know. I mean, we all know we in the clouds every day. Oh well.
Yeah. Or sometimes you just gotta eat it instead of being in it. But anyway,
and sometimes you just gotta have a Four Loko.
A Four Loko original recipe, the one that made me cry on the golf course. Anyway,
this was the American one, the 4th of July one.
Oh, what is this nonsense?
Four Loko USA, but it tastes like Rocket Pop.
Oh, I don't mind
the red, white, and blue popsicle, but like an alcoholic one. So cheers, fellas.
Anyway, let's hit up the next one. This is a big one for us at the night shift. The NXT Women's Championship, the champion, JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. And I'm going to be honest, I don't care. This match, JC Jane as champion and Jordan Grace as the chaser, is not my favorite combination at all. I understand Shawn Michaels loves Jordan Grace. I get it. But there's something that just hasn't clicked yet with me and Jordan Grace. And JC Jane is a placeholder champion until Blake Monroe gets it. So, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna, move forward with this one, but it is what it is. It's a match on the card, and there wasn't enough build.
Does Jordan Grace not get an NXT championship before Blake Monroe?
No, she's gonna get it first. She's gonna get it first. She'll get it, and then Blake is gonna beat her.
And then Blake.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think this is a placeholder match. Either one of them is not going to hold the belt that long, unless they get stubborn and are like, "We'll show you," that kind of thing to the fans. But I'm not a huge Jordan Grace fan. I'd rather see Blake. I'd rather see Zarya, who's my favorite. There's a lot of others who I'd rather see hold that title. But JC Jane, she earned her place. She's been in a million factions. She's worked hard. But the match to me doesn't scream women's only pay-per-view. This is like a Tuesday night, like middle of the end of the night card match for me. But I'm going to go with JC Jane. Jordan Grace beats JC Jane and becomes the new champion.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's like I've talked about it a lot too with like being live for NXT and everything. It's like, sadly, I think JC Jane is just the traditional champion. But I've said it. I'm so happy for her to finally have this opportunity after being like the third person in Toxic Attraction, getting lost in the shuffle between Gigi and Mandy and everything. And I'm happy she's
a women's tag camp.
Yeah, I know, but getting that
counts. That counts.
Title.
Don't disregard it. It counts.
So but yeah. So, but yeah, no. I think Jordan Grace, this is her moment to shine. Have this moment at Evolution, and then I don't know if you guys watched the Great American Bash tag team match. I know you said it wasn't that great, but like all together. But I thought they did work well together and everything. But
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
It's gonna lead to Jordan and Blake eventually for the title, and
yeah. Of course, that's the
we'll
blow. Yeah, that's the goal. That's where they're going. Absolutely.
And I would even like to see maybe JC, and I don't know if you guys do like it, Fatal Influence and everything, but I would love to see Fallon and JC maybe have some type of rivalry, and maybe Fallon go back to being a face. I've liked her as a heel, but I always liked her too when she was a face. So
I'm not a huge Fallon Henley fan. I like her. I don't understand their infatuation with these trio factions, especially trying to recapture what Mandy Rose had with whatever they were called. Same type of, yeah, whatever. But they just love doing
that.
What?
He's funny. There's just so much wasted potential in trios without the 3-per rule.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost pointless because then you have a trio, a team that's known as a team, and 2 people win the titles, and they're like, oh, these 2 people are the champions. Like, no, it's the team. It's supposed to be the team.
Who you got then on this one? Who you got for the?
I'm going to take Jordy Grace, but she doesn't win the title. She just wins by DQ.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind it. So okay, so we're gonna, that match doesn't pop for me, but this one certainly does. The women's tag 4-way. I really do like the matchup. This is another big match feel. You get people from every show on, you get talent from each show in a tag match. As you said, they could have done 8. It doesn't matter. And so we have Judgment Day, the champs. That's with Roxanne Perez, which I'm going to be honest, love her as the fill-in for Liv Morgan. There's nothing wrong with that. She is a great wrestler and she's a great personality. So go right ahead and put her in there. And I love that. Then we got Bliss and Charlotte. We got the Kabuki Warriors, and we got Zaruka, who is my favorite in across the entire thing. So anyway, I'm going to go with Judgment Day retaining because I don't think they know what to do with Judgment Day otherwise, which is unfortunate that's why I think they're retaining. But I do think you're going to see some great spots. And I think the Bliss and Charlotte tag team is setting up a small feud as well. So maybe SummerSlam, the 2 of them go at it. I'll swing it to you, GBH, first, because I think we went Tino, so we'll swing back around the box.
Okay. Well, yeah, there's no way Judgment Day loses. They're doing this Charlotte and Bliss team just to blow off some steam so they can fight each other at SummerSlam, like you mentioned, I think. Once they lose, I think maybe Bliss runs wild on Charlotte right after for everybody to see, because Charlotte's sort of getting a little bit of a popularity rise on the internet right now. She posted her piece and stuff. So now people are like, oh, Charlotte's so great. I was like, I've been saying it. Imagine Kyle right now. He was like, I've been telling y'all.
What, for Charlotte? I'm not in on that at all. I never liked her. I'm not in on it. No way. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But you go ahead, GBH. You go ahead.
I was always down with Charlotte. But I mean, like everybody, like so many names on the internet are just like, oh my God, I feel so bad for her. Like, oh, I love Charlotte. I've always loved her. Like, no, you don't. You've never always loved Charlotte. Shit. But Judgment Day has to win, and they're going to. Roxanne's trying to establish her spot in the Judgment Day, and if they lose the titles, obviously Raquel's going to lose it and kick her ass.
Yep.
So. Yep. And if not, I mean, there's no way. I don't think Zaruka wins this for sure, but if anybody else should get the win, it's the Kabuki Warriors.
I don't think Zaruka has any chance, but they are great, and they'll put up some really good spots. That's
the whole point. Yeah. It's a test run for both of them because they're both, they're built for main roster eventually, and
100%.
Here they don't have to put them in a big main roster picture. Zaruka has been touring and doing the dark matches, so
I want Zarya on her own though. That's just me. She should win every title.
I'm saying, when they break up, Zaruka's gonna get called up first. Zarya gets the North American title, and she runs NXT for a little bit.
Yeah, Tino, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think Zarya is definitely going to take the title off of Soul, just saying that. But I mean, I've been hearing everybody say Judgment Day, and when I did my preview show, I took Alexa Bliss and Charlotte to win, and ever since then, all I've been hearing is Judgment Day. So it's like I kind of want to be different, but yeah, Judgment Day just seems to be, and people have kind of convinced me because you're absolutely right. If they do lose, it's like, then why do we give the title right to Roxanne and everything? So I think they're going to try to want to establish that tag team a little bit and everything. But for me, I'm excited about this match. I've kind of liked the Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. It's different. It's something that both of them really like. I know Charlotte's been in a tag team before, but something different that they kind of have never done. And now seeing like them have their own merch and everything, this is something that they're obviously going to do for at least a minute. So
definitely. Yeah,
we'll have
definitely.
to see. But I mean, yeah, I think Judgment Day is going to win, and I love myself some multi-people matches. So only thing that I said it on. I said it on. I forgot what show. Again, I don't even know what day it is anymore. But I said on one of my shows, I would have loved it to be like an elimination match, where at least it makes a little bit different and everything else like that. But that's just so. Yeah,
that's thinking too much outside the box, Tino. You're not allowed to do that at the E. You know that.
You gotta be.
Do you guys remember that tag team elimination chamber match?
Yeah, that wasn't bad. It was just crazy.
They did it once because they did it with the men. You remember that too with the men? They had all three of the members of the New Day. How did that make sense?
Well,
Freebird rule.
You got me some money?
Freebird rule. What do you got? You got another member of the team over there, Tino? What's all that noise?
I'm having a garage sale outside. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, what are you selling?
He's selling
weed. What are you selling? Nice.
That kind of garage sale.
I mean, I think my mom
garage sale.
Okay. Yeah, gotta sell a little bit of everything.
Oh man.
Oh well, all right. As we finish the tag match, we roll into the women's IC title match. Becky, Bayley, and Lyra. And you know what? This one is one of the more well-established, well thought out feuds. A little disappointed that I'm only disappointed that the two of the biggest women's stars have been chasing the IC title. That title should be the mid-card title should be made for bringing people up, not really showcasing, their main event talent that they have in this match, because Lyra should be against other mid-level who need to go up. But this is going to be, in my opinion, the best match of the night by far. Bayley will do anything. Becky is now slowly getting up to that superstar legend category, and Lyra can do anything also. She looks like she gets the crap beat out of her. She's great. So I'm going to go with probably Becky retaining and Becky versus Bayley at SummerSlam as the match for the title. It's sad, but I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I think it's like the one thing I will say about this is, like, as I said earlier, I think this is the one match that they've kind of focused on a lot with these three, and it's nice to see them like you said, like, yes, they have Bayley and Becky in it and everything. I feel like they're also helping.
There's supposed to be a mute button for that. Did you just hear that, Tino?
I wasn't ready.
What did I miss? I was like,
you didn't miss GBH just ripping a burp into the microphone?
Is that what
Sorry, that was your garage sale in the background.
I mean, man, I don't know. I've been hearing shit all weekend. I don't know, man. Yesterday there was a couple times I was like,
not too long ago, I heard that shit.
Oh,
just saying.
All right, Tino, sorry to derail you. Go ahead.
I mean, you love to see it, but yeah, no. I mean, I think you're absolutely right. I think Becky's going to retain the title, and we're going to see Becky and Bayley again, or something else like that. And the one thing like that with the mid cards, like, why is Julia in the US or in the Battle Royal? Like, why couldn't she had a match at Evolution?
Yeah, how do you not showcase the United States Women's Champion? It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Because again, I don't mind her. Like, it was and that's the thing. It's like, even like with her, she just got called up from NXT. So it's like you can't even like miss her in NXT for too much. So it's like when she walked up, I think she walked behind Jada on Tuesday, and it was just like, damn, I was like, she's really gonna be in it, because I was hoping that they would just make some match last night or something like that and have whatever. But it just like, that's the thing with it. So I'm gonna say Becky wins, and then we see. Sadly, I think Lyra kind of like goes off, and they continue with Bayley and Becky, but
they love
I think
her,
the thing with the mid-card titles is they just want to have these women have them all, so then eventually they become Grand Slam champions, because
they're into the stats.
It's all about those stats.
Yeah, so they can show them at the Royal Rumble or something dumb when they come out.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble by the numbers, or Evolution by the numbers.
Yeah, many of these women have held the Intercontinental Championship.
Did you know that China? Right, I hate when they do. Did you know Crash Holly won the 24, the hardcore title 90 times? And you're like, it doesn't matter. It's a stupid stat. Don't show me all those stats. Give me something that I can hold on to. Yeah. Did you know that Ron Killings held the 24/7 title for a total of like 600? Who gives a shit? Like The big titles are the only things that matter. It's ridiculous. Hey, DC, what's up, brother?
Man, him and Kyle were in real life yesterday.
I know they were all having fun together. I hate missing things.
I have FOMO so bad.
Yeah, and Kyle's going to be here in less than a month, and we're going out. We're going out for the city, and we're going to GCW, and we're doing all sorts of stuff.
Night shift live from the bar.
Show him a little New York hospitality when he gets in here.
There you go.
That's one smoke session I'd like to be a part of.
Hell yeah! And you can next time you come in, you let me know. We'll sit in my backyard and we'll have a good time.
Oh yeah, we'll watch some wrestling or some Tino's Time, whichever one is on first.
Tino's Time's always on. It's always on. If you log into Tino's Time right now, it's on
he's
side by side. He's quad boxing us like they do on.
I asked Kyle if he wanted me to put it on.
So who you got for me?
Oh man. For this one, I'm taking Lyra. Lyra's got to win this one.
And I wouldn't be mad about it at all. I would be 100% okay with it.
Lyra versus Bailey. You know what I mean? At SummerSlam. That'll be fun.
Here's my fear for the women's mid-card titles. My fear is one day we're going to see a unification match.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
And that's what's bothering me the most. The term women's unification, like we have to unify the United States and the Intercontinental titles. Why? Well, because that's what's cool. We unify them. No. Just like when Stephanie won the women's NXT and the North American, I was like, I don't want to hear anything. Just give it away. Give away the lower belt. That's what Ultimate Warrior did, right? When he won, when he beat Hogan. Just give it away. We don't need it. We don't need you holding both. Someone else should have it. That's the end.
Sell it to Ted DiBiase Sr. For its weight in gold.
Well, I don't mean give it away. Like just have someone wander the streets with it.
Well, I mean that's a Ted DiBiase thing on TV. He buys belts, so.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yep.
And then he'd be the women's North American champion.
By the way, Ted DiBiase is going to be at AIW on Friday night. Their big show, Absolution in Cleveland. He is the meet and greet. Ted DiBiase will be the guy there. So in case anyone's going to be in Ohio and in the Cleveland area for Abso, that's where the $1 Million Man is going to be. So anyway, now we're going to go to a match that I want to say when I saw it and I went, why? It's Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus, and I don't understand it. I don't understand how you have a champion in Tiffany Stratton that does not have a giant feud to finalize at their women's pay-per-view. I don't understand it. You have a women's champion who doesn't have a challenger. What?
Trish is too big for the Battle Royal. They weren't going to put her in the Battle Royal. She was
do a different match then. Give me a dream match. Give me a match between her and let's say Lita on the card. Wouldn't that be amazing?
You know what I would have liked to see too is oh my god, I just lost it, and then oh my god. Oh, Trish against Julia. Like, why couldn't Trish have gone against somebody like that?
There you go.
100% right. Why is your champion, your world champion, wrestling somebody that you just set up 2 weeks ago? Why is that happening? It should not be happening. No offense to Trish. There's a problem that you haven't been able to build once again the chase or the division and the heavyweight division who isn't chasing the champion. If the problem with WWE, and we say it on NXT Night Shift, if the face is not chasing the champion, they don't know what to do when they catch the title. Like with the Street Profits, they had those titles for 100 and some odd days. What is the point? Then once they got it, you had nothing going on. You still have guys chasing. The chase is where the money's at. So now that Tiffany Stratton has the belt, you have nobody. How do you not have anybody lined up for the big match? Like, where is the big match? Trish is 52 years old. No offense. It's like Goldberg and Gunther. There's no reason for it. It's not getting anybody over. There's zero reason for it. And this is your big women's pay-per-view.
Best match last night. Like, well, I said it last night. I was like, this is better than some of his matches.
You're not wrong. That Gunther carried Goldberg to one of his. He's 58 years old, and Gunther is carrying that match unbelievably with a guy who's limping around on one leg. It's literally. At
one point, somebody in my chat was like, does anybody see him grabbing his knees?
He just couldn't. He was so slow. I was like, he's running in hummus. Look at him running. Like, he is so slow.
Oh, that spear look. You know, he hit it, but it looked like he was like going like this.
Anyway, so let me go to you, GBH. What's your who's going to win this match and why? What is it set up?
I was gonna go with what you guys were saying with a different match for Trish. You know, Trish could have taken on Blake Monroe in an exhibition match.
Battle of the Blondes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, Tiffany has no challengers. Nia Jax put her over for nothing.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they cut Nia Reigns short right after she was, having the best year of her career, Queen of the Ring, a stellar Rumble performance, and then the Women's Championship reign she had, and everybody she put over after. She's
Yeah, Nia was growing on me that whole time. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I think they do have something here. Like I wasn't turned off when she was on television,
Yeah. So I think they rushed Tiffany's cash in, which, now she has nobody. Now they're trying to figure out when and where Naomi's going to cash in. So that's going to be a factor on, well, do we line someone up for Tiffany Stratton, or we just take the belt off her with the briefcase? Or does Naomi challenge and lose when she challenges with the briefcase, and then they have a rematch anyway? Something. But I think it's all focused on what's going to happen with Naomi, and Trish Stratus isn't going to win the belt, unfortunately. So she's going to have to go with Tiffany, unfortunately.
Yeah. Trish Stratus is becoming a one-off.
They were just best friends, like what, 2-3 months ago or something?
Yeah, she's becoming a one-off as they bring back, almost like when they would bring back, she's just one of those legends they can bring back until for maybe another 2-3 years until she can't go anymore. But they're going to use that. Trish will come back in Canada. She'll come back for 1 or 2 Saturday Night's Main Events. They probably got her on 5 matches a year at this point, maybe less, maybe 2 matches a year. So I don't know. She can't be the champ, so it has to be a setup. Tino?
Yeah, no, I agree. I always, if it's not Tino's time, it's Tiffany time. So Tiffany Stratton definitely gonna win. I think that
was good.
You like that?
Was it good?
It just rolled off the tongue. If it's not Tino's time, it's Tiffany's time.
Yep. He's like, let me get that in there. Let me just shoehorn that in there while we're talking.
Listen,
I didn't have to tell him to say it. He said it all by himself.
Don't yell at me. But yeah, no, I think Tiffany's gonna win. I think hopefully it's a good match. Hopefully they can do what they can. And that's the thing. It's like we do have a lot of matches, so hopefully they have some time. I mean, they don't need to rush it. I mean, again, AEW went for 7 hours yesterday, and every match was at least 18 minutes. So let's hope that,
WWE will never give AEW minutes to anybody.
Of course not. But I just hope that it's a good match. But yeah, I mean, maybe we see I know Naomi really hasn't done anything, but maybe they tease a cash in. Maybe somebody comes out. Maybe
wait, P-Man, not Tina Bass. What was her name? Who was the Glamazon? Nicole Bass. There he goes. Yes, no, Nicole Bass is not in the Royal. I think she's dead.
Also, we
isn't she dead?
To any TNA women, there could be some in the Battle Royal too. That's the thing. That's why there's 20 women.
Be a bad idea.
I'm just so. I mean,
she died in 2017. P-Man, that's not cool. Nicole Bass is not in the Royal Rumble.
Oh my God.
P-Man just wants to bring something back from the dead.
Right. I'm going to see him, by the way, in about an hour at ETU. I'm going to ask him.
Bill Simmons, a year ago or something, they were talking about WWE, and he says, "Oh yeah, they should bring Tess back."
Oh yeah, that idiot. Yes.
Cool. I was like, Tess is fucking dead.
Like when the Saudis wanted Andre the Giant, so they put out the Big Show. That whole thing.
Yeah. The Big Show. That's him. Come on, do the thing.
Just go out there and pretend. Yep. Tino, sorry to interrupt you. So what's the end game here?
Yeah, I think Tiffany's gonna win, and I mean, I don't know how long exactly it will be, but I mean,
don't we get a cash in though, or no?
Well, that's what I said. I said maybe that Naomi teases a cash in or something like that, and that would be kind of some way to make this whatever the heck they want to do. But it also depends on where this match is, because I also think with Rhea and Io main eventing, this could start off the show. So
yeah. Oh, I forgot. This isn't in order. Yeah, in case anybody is paying very close attention. This is not the order of the matches, so we're not really sure where anybody's going here, except for that Battle Royal. It's got to be first.
Let us know.
And I also want to say too that Naomi could also cash in on Io or Rhea. So
yeah,
she's not coming. She's not coming to Raw. I don't think so.
But I mean, if she were to do that, then she gets away from Jade Cargill, she gets away from Tiffany Stratton. But then who do you have for Tiffany Stratton besides Jade Cargill? And then who do you have for Jade Cargill after that? Maybe Nia Jax, maybe someone new, maybe somebody from NXT.
Maybe, but no, we're neglecting the one who I think is going to make the most sense as we go is Stephanie Vaquer is going to hold one of these titles and hold it soon. I'm just not sure when. Sure. But what'd you say?
I was gonna say by end year she is definitely champion. By the time we get to like
Royal they should let her be the Gunther of the women's division, like they did with like Shayna Baszler in NXT or Asuka. Let Stephanie Vaquer hold that belt for like 300 days. Like, do not take it off her. Once she wins one of those titles, she does not lose it. That's how it should be.
I mean,
and probably on SmackDown.
The NXT title.
No, she's a Raw talent.
Yeah. Oh, she's Raw talent. Okay.
Yep. So there's nothing wrong with those dream matches. EO, Stephanie Vaquer, Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vaquer. You have a million talents on Raw that could go, and then you just open up the world for her because she can hold it forever. So anyway,
and she can wrestle anybody. She's worked a bunch of different styles, so you could even throw in Ivy Nile.
And I take credit, by the way, GBH, for finding her because I was at Forbidden Door last year, and I was tweeting out the second that match ended how amazing she was and how much I wanted her on every television. So. And if in case anybody's listening, I was the one who found her, and I will say, that's that. So
I'm gonna have to send you this this gold 4 local box.
I'll take it.
J Gold.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I'll take it. I will take it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they sent this
awesome.
Like 6 months ago. It came with this hat.
Oh, nice. Earrings. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's crazy looking. I like the marketing there.
We can't see it.
Yeah.
And then
he's not going to wear it forward. He's not playing softball.
Local for life.
I like it.
He said he's not playing softball.
They just. I think I might do an upload to the Main Event Network channel, but subscribe to us. I might. They just sent me a camouflage box. I'm gonna open that one up. I saw from the other sponsor, the other people that are sponsored, that it was like another hat, a couple cans of Four Loko, and like a lighter holder that's also a pocket knife.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That's fun. Actually, I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna be a little bit selfish here. Universal, whoever's typing in on that. Tony did not find her. I found her. I found her at Forbidden Door. So you could do with your Tony finding her. Anyway,
and if Tony found her, why didn't he throw all kinds of money at her?
Yeah. Why'd she take less money to go to WWE then? Because she went in the back of AEW and it was a clown show. And she was like, I can't do this. So
and she was probably going to lose to Sasha again.
There's something to be said about professionalism. So that's the way it goes, AEW, if you're paying attention. So as we come to the last match of the evening, which is not in any order, in case anybody still asks, it is not in order. It is. But even though I think this will probably be the last one.
Only thing we do know is that this is the main event.
This is the main event. It is Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley in the match we've all been waiting for. I am not 100% sure I understand why Rhea Ripley seems to start and stop so often. Is it that she's injured a lot? But she seems to be less in ring and more out of ring than I'm used to most of the talents, because Io has fought all the time. Tiffany's always wrestling in the ring. Becky, Bayley, all the women are wrestling. Why does Rhea seem to always do like these welcome to Monday night mommy and nonsense instead of wrestling? She doesn't have any squash matches. They should be giving her squash matches to build her a bit. I'm just not sure why she doesn't get in the ring more often, and it could be because she is injury prone. I'm not sure, but I am looking forward to this. And my last take of this one for the night for me, as we have all these listed, is I do think Rhea walks out champion, and that's how the show's going to end, with some fireworks with Rhea Ripley winning.
Do we get purple confetti?
We're going to get all sorts of weird shit with that.
We can't get purple confetti. That's Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, but
that's
yeah.
True.
Maybe black confetti.
Yeah, there you go, black confetti. And then we're gonna have all the women come out like they did the first one, and we're all gonna clap.
Yeah. Right. To Rhea's music, just walking to Rhea's music.
I don't want any women. No, here's what I don't want. I don't want the clapping women at the end. Like, we did it. We did another pay-per-view. Remember the first one, you earned it. That was fine to do the clapping. But now the women are so integrated as such an important part of what WWE does that just because we did a women's pay-per-view Don't cheapen your value because you have value. Don't cheapen your value by coming out and clapping like you did some giant accomplishment. Make it act like you've been there and then finish it strong like you just put on the best pay-per-view of your life. That's what this is a little bit. It's harsh. I'm telling you, it's not sexist. It may come off like people are like, hey, you're giving trouble. No, come out strong. Don't go, hey, H, I don't need that shit. I don't need to come out and clap for myself or cry. You don't have to give me flowers. We came out and put on a banger, and we told you, jackasses, we were going to put on a banger, and there we go. And people are happy. And take that with you. You know what I mean?
What I would have the show end with, oh my God, what's going on? And they take the cameras to the back, and all the women are still fighting each other. Like they're fighting in the locker room, they're fighting in the back. A car pulls up, and maybe like a couple of girls from NXT come out. They're like, oh, they're over there, and they all start fighting again. Like, and the show goes off the air. Like, this is insane. This is insane.
Everybody's fighting. Yes, and you know what? Because they would do that with the men. Yeah.
So, thing too, and it gives you a reason to always like I watch a lot of TV and whatever, and like the biggest thing is like I realize is like the end of the show. You guys know if you watch TV, it's like, oh, well, they did this. I gotta find out what the heck.
Yeah,
that's the thing where it's like I want to give me a reason to get excited to watch Raw tomorrow. Or
I couldn't agree more. I am just saying we're not here anymore as far as women's wrestling goes. You're not here anymore to break a glass ceiling. Bust the ceiling open and act like you're there. That's all I ask.
The bar.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking for the women in wrestling nowadays, because they are so much better and so much more well-trained and so much more advanced than anything from 20 years ago. You don't even watch a women's match and go, oh, it's a women's match. You watch a match and go, oh, it's a match. That's it. There's no more when I'm watching wrestling going, I can't watch a women's match, because I can. They're all awesome. I'm going to a show tonight and with Janai Kai. I don't ever look at it and go, it's a women's match. I look at it and go, Janai Kai's wrestling at the show I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, there is no reason for the end of this show to go out and soften up your approach. Stay with it. Stay with it. Keep going. Don't come out with bouquets. Don't do it. You're just going to cheapen who you are. Go out and wrestle, and then show me the next night you're doing it again. That's all I want. And then it'll say that was an awesome pay-per-view. Yes, I don't agree with all the matches. I think all the matches are kind of boring, but or kind of like the build kills me. But I still say I'm really excited for a bunch of stuff. And now all I want to see is the women come out and kill it. That's it. Yeah. So
one good thing is though WWE seems to not be focusing on the build a lot, but sometimes the pay-per-views are actually pretty good. And
their pay-per-views are never shitty. There's some that I don't agree with, and I'm like, yuck. Like some of these matches I don't agree with. Like I'll be like, God damn it. But I will say I walk away from most of the pay-per-views in the last few years. They've shortened the times. They've really tightened up what they're doing. I don't mind it. I really don't. So what do you got, GBH? Well, who do you got to win? Sorry, Tino. We'll come right back to GBH's.
I've got Io retaining easy. I don't think Rhea gets the belt back yet.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. How long ago did Io get the belt? Like a month and a half ago?
WrestleMania. Didn't she win at WrestleMania?
No, she won it before Mania because she won.
Yeah, she's had it a while. Yeah.
Oh, she has. She still keeps it a little bit longer.
I don't know where you give. Oh, you give the moment to SummerSlam instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, they're not going to do anything big tonight. They're not going to do anything risky. They're literally on autopilot for this event.
I mean, we may get AJ Lee. We're not getting Paige there, Alex, but we may get AJ Lee. You're right.
I think we have a better chance of seeing Paige than AJ Lee, to be honest. After watching that couple interviews that she has, she seems like she's got something going on already.
I don't know. Paige spent so much time bashing the Fed.
Natalia, the vote said we got some surprises. So I believe
that's my problem with those kids is that they spend so much time when they get out of WWE like bashing things like you're just burning bridges. Like I don't burn shit when I go, and if I ever leave someplace, you don't hear one word out of me. I just go. You put your head down. You act like you got something else to do. You may come back. You never know. But you never burn bridges. And all these kids go to AEW, and they're like, "It's the greatest. I look at this locker room so much better." And then like, I hate it here. Can I please come back? And then you end up like making fun of them for a couple of years, So it's silly, but I don't know. Tino, what's your prediction there?
I'm gonna say Rhea Ripley wins. I think.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing with the reason why they continue to put Rhea in all these positions is because she is the most over woman. And there's people like because I like do Uber and DoorDash and stuff, and there'll be people I wear wrestling shirts all the time or like my whatever shirts, and people are, I love Rhea Ripley. And there's some people that like that you're cool. Your shirt is so cool. Like, everybody loves Rhea. Sometimes.
Of course.
So it's just like that's the thing why they continue to do it. She sells all the merchandise. She sells the figures. They just put her figure in a ring that you had to, So it's just like they're doing all of this, and that's exactly why. So I think Rhea's gonna win. We're probably gonna have maybe some type of shenanigans or something like we always do with these title matches. And but I think that's how we're gonna end the show is with Rhea celebrating fireworks, confetti, and hopefully we don't see crying. But I'm not gonna.
I'm begging you, no flowers, no crying. Come on,
Tito,
be prepared.
You should wear a main event shirt.
I texted Kyle yesterday. I was like, "Where's that main event shirt that was in the main event thing that we did?"
Tino, I just got the main event hoodie, sweatshirt, the crew neck I won in February. They don't come. They're never coming.
IOTM shirt.
They deliver them off.
Still owes me.
That's why the shipping is so cheap.
Kyle drove from Indiana to get here and dropped it off and drove back. That's how slow it took. He actually walked from Indiana with the product and put it in my mailbox. It took him 4 months.
Kyle shipping postal service.
Yeah. All I know is we're switching up to Brainbuster tees, and that takes like 3 days. So I promise it'll be better.
Oh man! Well, we got to clear out the inventory first, so hit them with the links so they can buy that.
We're clearing out inventory, and in such a hurry that instead of 6 months, you'll get it in 5.5.
They're still being had as we speak. There's only so many they can knit in a day. Oh, man.
Oh, we got the kids working on it as we speak.
I mean the young adults.
Right.
Because children working in a factory is illegal.
Right. To send you on the mark merchandise. No. That's right. Anyway,
merchandise. They don't get a cut. They don't get shit.
Oh shit. Anyway, so as we're closing out our main event mixer, boys, any last words, plugs, or anything else as we hit the 1 o'clock hour? Yeah.
Give me one bold prediction for tonight.
One bold. Let's go. That's a really good.
Yeah, anybody returning? Anything. Like
none of the matches I have bold predictions. I just think you're going to see AJ. I think you'll see AJ, and I think you'll see a handful of other women stars that are gonna make a moment tonight, but they'll be gone after that. So maybe a few of those old divas. Maybe they wouldn't hurt them to call Maria and have her do like the backstage stuff.
Let's see it. Bring it back. Too bad Carlito's not here. They could recreate that.
Stupid
Carlito.
Oh Lord,
who could forget? I don't know if that's PG, but listen, and that's the thing. I think that like that's mine. I think we should hopefully see some girls like a Candice Michelle. There was some post this past week that mentioned Joy Giovanni, and I for a second kind of forgot about her.
I always thought Joy Giovanni was beautiful. I was a big fan. Yep.
So, she's the one that quit because of JBL, right?
Yeah.
I met her when I worked in escrow. I met her. I helped her sell a house.
Nice.
Maria.
That was a long time ago, but I didn't know she was a wrestler.
Where is Maurice at? I know her and Miz.
She's not. She's probably going to be there. Maurice might be there.
She's exclusive to the USA Network.
Oh,
Miss and Mrs.
Exclusive rights. Yes.
You haven't seen her on Netflix, right? Think about it.
I mean,
she hasn't been on Netflix. As long as Miz is on Raw, she's not going to be on TV.
We'll see. Well, all right.
My prediction is that if we don't get a Triple H promo, if we get a Triple H promo, Stephanie's in the Battle Royal.
Stephanie McMahon promo. Welcome to Evolution. That's all it's going to be. That's it. That's what you're going to hear as you.
I feel like it'll be Triple H this time. I don't know.
As you descend down to the second layer of hell.
Look at how much I love women. Yeah. I'm giving them a full women show for you, my fans, because we are WWE. Yeah, for you, because I love you guys. And DX.
Well, as we hit the 1 o'clock hour, boys, I am on my way out to ETU. So in case anyone's in the East Coast in the New York, New Jersey area, I will be at ETU Wrestling at the Mecca in Richfield Park today. Come by, chop me in the chest. There's all sorts of fun guys. P-Man, I will see you in about an hour and a half. That's no clapping. I said no clapping.
Guys,
I said no clapping.
Yay!
No clapping for anybody. Act like you've been there. No clapping. Anyway, no clapping for this show either. The triumvirate, the three best voices on the network. Yes, yeah. Mr. Cincinnati, I'm talking about us in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, it was a pleasure. You want to throw your plugs in before we go? Tino, you want to go first?
Well, you guys know where to find me. All the time, every day, everywhere. Tino's Time. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you have not yet, go and hit that subscribe button. And Evolution's tonight, so you know where to find me. I'll be live at 7 o'clock, 6:45, right around there, depending on how they got anything going on in the pre-show. But come and hang out at Main Event Network. I appreciate you guys as always, and yeah.
Proto, that's next week on OTM on the Junkies. Today is a strictly mixer for Evolution. Didn't you read the chain at the bottom? Main Event.
Read the room, man.
Read the room. We're not WWE marks, bro. This is that's the show we're doing. This is today's. It's Evolution mixer. Listen, then the guys. This shows there was AEW All In mixer yesterday for the previews.
Talk to Kyle, he's the one that.
Yeah, talk to next week. The guys are going to do across all the Main Event networks. They're all going to review all that stuff. We're not WWE marks. We're wrestling marks. We watch everything, bro. Jeez, come on now. I do Indie Wrestling Guide. Give me a break. And I wasn't ignoring your comments, by the way, Proto. I saw everything about Triple H and all the stuff about, what's going on there. I just didn't have time to get to it because we're trying to do previews here. You want to jump in? Come to the NXT night shift Tuesday night, 10:15. Join me and Kyle. I'll answer all your stuff that comes out. If you want to talk all sorts of shit, you can talk all your shit. I'll even let you on. Call in. I'll let you call in.
Yeah, let them call in. Yeah. Let them call in.
You can call in. We have people calling all the time. Call in and talk to us on the night shift. Anyway,
I was waiting for Stan to show up here today. I was worried. I was
waiting. Alone. He may come in another time, but when the Triumvirate does their show. But for all of us here at the
Jay Gold, you got to do a mixer with Cincinnati. So when he called, he's like, "Actually, Mr. Cincinnati is here." And then Sam freezes up and hangs up. He's too nervous.
I think the gimmick is Cincinnati's not supposed to be around.
Oh, got it.
I don't understand. We criticize WWE all the time. I just said I wasn't excited about the matches tonight. I don't understand. Weren't you listening, Proto? Anyway. Oh, Proto. Oh, my God. Anyway. All right, boys. I'm heading out to ETU. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk during Evolution. It was always fun to work with you, and we will see you all on the Main Event Network next week. See y'all.
Deuces.